Hello everyone. Welcome back to episode whatever of Custom Operators, where I throw a bunch of concepts at the wall and you guys tell me if they stick. Today we've got two brand new operators from the Balkans that are tasked with a counterterrorism operation in St. Petersburg. Both the attacker and the defender have unique gadgets and weapons this time, fitting in with Ubisoft's vision for each new operator to have a new weapon. As always, it's absolutely free to drop a like, comment, or subscription to support a small video creator such as myself and encourage me to make more videos just like this one. If we can break 500 likes on this video, I will guarantee you another upload next Friday. Now that all that is over with, let me introduce you to Operation Black Desert. Operation Black Desert primarily focuses on the nation of Estonia, which shares its shores on the Gulf of Finland with Russia and, of course, Finland. This gulf is actually where the story of this season gets its name, that being Black Desert. Not because the Gulf is an actual desert, but rather the waves on stormy evenings are reminiscent of black sand dunes. Both of these operators are recruited to join Rainbow to assist with a joint task force mission against a Carries Legion plot within St. Petersburg. While Rainbow consists of many talented technicians, our attacker, Taara, landed her spot in Ghost Eyes by impressing them all. Originally born in Latvia, Inga Ozla graduated university with a specialization in data science and cryptology, eventually getting noticed by the LSTU, or the Latvian Special Tasks Unit. While serving in her country, she was specially requisitioned by a Latvian-Estonian joint task force under NATO to help develop a stealth drone for a future Rainbow operation. Inga's pride, the Uku system, was not the only thing taken interest in by Rainbow. Mira saw Inga's potential in actively assisting Rainbow in Operation Black Desert, and she was soon assigned to Ghost Eyes. Taara is a 2-health, 2-speed attacker that has both a primary and passive ability that makes her gadget very unique. Her primary ability, the RF grenade, is a sticky device that can be thrown or deployed on a soft surface directly to burrow through it. This grenade contains a nonlinear junction detector, or NLJD, which is a device that can detect electronics by using radio signals. When this device is deployed, it will detect the locations of any electrical defender gadgets within a large radius, limited by line of sight. While these grenades are designed to be stealthy, they are vulnerable to bullets and can be destroyed with a single shot. The grenade detects enemy electrical devices, while the information is relayed to the Uku drone, a UAV that will orbit the skybox of the map. Taara can access the Uku drone by opening up her observation devices and selecting the Uku drone's section, similar to how you would flip sections for echo drones, deployable cameras, and so on. The Uku drone's section on the cameras will present a layout of the map, similar to the map selecting screens we see in site selection phase for defenders, but it's a lot more detailed. Here, Taara can sort through the map by floor and see where gadgets have been detected by her grenades. She can then hold the interact button, similar to how you would on Scopos to swap drones, to ping the current locations of all of those gadgets detected by the grenade. This reveals the gadget's location to all attackers. As long as her grenades remain intact, they will continue relaying the signal to the drone, allowing Taara to ping the gadgets for her teammates, even after death. Taara is a strong alternate pick to IQ and Zero, with more of a supportive focus. Rather than taking the gadget clearing job all to herself, she steadily feeds information to her team so they can make informed decisions on her behalf. This is obviously great to clear out electronics on site, but one of these gadgets can also be left behind on your flank in case a vigil comes up behind you and happens to have his gadget activated. Her loadout contains options that support this playstyle, like the FO12 primary that assists her in creating vertical pressure. Her two secondaries, the P12 and the Reaper MK2, are both options that encourage players to run the FO12. Most notably, however, I'm sure the 7.62 Galatz has caught your eye. This brand new DMR has a damage rating of 59 with a larger than average magazine capacity of 25+1. Being a DMR, it is locked to the semi-automatic firing mode, which makes up for the high damage. It has all of the attachment options available, including scopes, barrels, grips, and the laser sight. Oliver Cragg grew up in a small fishing town on Sarima Island. He was a renowned athlete and sailor in his community, and when joining the EDF, he sailed to Tallinn on his own. Joining the Estonian Navy, Oliver would continue to prove himself a vicious fighter and astute sailor. His involvement in Operation Barkhane in Mali caught the eye of Rainbow. After a failed operation in eastern Mali, Oliver commandeered a civilian riverboat and sailed the Niger River back to the French base in Gao. Oliver was considered MIA for 9 days until reappearing in Gao with vital information on the insurgency. After the war, Oliver returned to Tallinn and lived a peaceful life as a fisherman before being approached to join Rainbow by Fenrir. IK is a 2-speed 2-health defender that is built with defending hatches in mind, much like Kaid. IK's primary gadget, the Torm canister, is a pressurized mixture of chemicals that can be directly placed on any surface within arm's length. Similarly to Goyo's Vulcans, the idea behind this gadget is to intentionally destroy it. However, attackers will often need to make this decision rather than defenders. For example, if I were to put a Goyo canister on top of a hatch, when it explodes, the fire falls down to the floor below, which can be a hindrance for the attacking team, but it is not a replacement for just straight up electrifying the hatch with Kaid. So, I created an operator that excels at making hatches harder to play around for the attacking team. Unlike Goyo, the Torm canister is only weak to explosive utility and cannot simply be shot to detonate. When destroyed, the canister releases a cloud of electrically charged particles that create enough static electricity to zap gadgets and players that pass through it. If attackers choose to open a hatch and completely ignore this gadget, they will have to deal with the electric smoke screen for around 20 seconds, a debilitating waste of time. The smoke ensures that attackers cannot use the hatch to get angles on defenders, while the electricity zaps any utility attackers try to throw down the hatch to make an execute. It is an important reminder that electricity now works both ways, meaning you also can't throw a nitro cell through the smoke screen to take attackers off guard. While this gadget is mechanical in nature, it does have a small electrical element to it that reveals their locations and status to IK. When one of his canisters is destroyed, IK will be notified, much like how Fenrir's gadget functions on his HUD. As for his loadout, IK has the third LMG option on defense, that being the smaller capacity M249 SAW. Me and the friends that helped make this video debated on the balance of giving a 2-speed defender an LMG. However, upon looking at its stats, there really isn't a better LMG to have on defense, and it's obviously locked to the 1x optics. He also has the choice of the Supernova shotgun, which might be a more tantalizing primary option given his brand new CBJ-MS secondary SMG. Most secondary SMGs in the game have fire rates close to or well over 1,000 rounds per minute, other than the Reaper MK2, which sits at 750. I wanted to have a tamer secondary SMG that feels more like a high recoil MP7 than a bullet hose. The CBJ-MS has a fire rate of 850, a damage rating of 30 with the extended barrel option can increase to 33, and it has a magazine size of 20+1. It can equip optics, barrels, and the laser sight. No option of the grip because a vertical grip is automatically built in. I think that a reliable secondary SMG, especially on attack, will make the Supernova a much better option on IK, a character who is designed to play vertically off hatches. Now for a few final notes, if a map were to come out this season, I would love to see a Soviet-style apartment complex with a mixture of tight hallways and large lobbies. In my head, I call it Penthouse, so use that name freely. If there's one major system rework I'd like to see this season, I want to see the recruits, both Sentry and Striker, to have the complete suite of secondary gadgets on both sides, meaning you can run Claymores on defense and Nitro Cells on attack. It works wonders in Dual Front, I would just really like to see that in the base game. Alright, that is all for this one. Again, if you want to show me support, it's absolutely free to do so. If we hit that 500 like goal, I promise another video this upcoming Friday. Thank you all again for stopping by, and I'll see you on the flip side. The Blitz up there, he's coming for me. Use a hand. Oh. I don't know.
Where is he?
He's dead? Oh my god, that's him in chat, I think.